Could you do Matthew 23:9, please? No one will address it. Well, actually I have, but let's do it again. No man call you father. Let's read it. Do not call anyone on earth your father, for one is your father, he who is in heaven. Okay. Now, this by itself, people usually want to talk about the Catholic Church, because the title for priests and on up all the way to the Pope himself, they all have the title Father or Sister or Holy Mother and things like that. What is Jesus talking about? Well, in the greater context of the passage, it's a whole paragraph from verse 1 all the way to verse 12. He's talking about the Pharisees and basically saying, don't be like them. He talks about how they're pompous and they love self-indulgence and they love glorifying each other to make themselves feel great and worthy and good. And so then he goes into what not to do in verse 8. So let's read it from verse 8 on. But you, the crowd, do not be called rabbi or teacher, for one is your teacher, the Christ, and you are all brethren. So Jesus is the teacher. Just like he's the Messiah, he is the Son of Man. There are other Messiahs, there are other sons of men. He is the. So no one else is the teacher. It doesn't mean no one else can have the title of teacher. You can have people who teach people things. You go to school and you have a teacher. You're basically saying they are not the teacher of God. Do not call anyone on earth your father, for one is your father, he who is in heaven. So in regard to spiritual matters, only one should be called your father, and that is God the Father. And do not be called teachers, for one is your teacher, the Christ. So he says teachers twice, but he specifically used the word rabbi because of the Hebrew language, and then he goes into the Greek. So he's saying your source of all information on godliness and life and practice should be God himself, Jesus and the Father. That's it. No human should have a place of reverence above you. Now, it doesn't mean they can't be honorable, and it doesn't mean you can't treat them with honor. Yes, a lot of people earn honor. A lot of people are given honor. Nothing wrong with that. You should honor your parents, but you don't treat them as a holier than you being, because we're all sinful beings. We all need Jesus' forgiveness of sins. But he who is greatest among you shall be your servant, and that's the point I just made. He's saying, don't treat other people like they're better than you, like the Pharisees want to be treated. Understand you're all equals. That's the point of the passage. And whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. And that's what God's going to do. If you lift yourself up, God will drag you down. But if you keep yourself low, he'll pick you up.